Chapter 3. The Impossible Engine. The Galactic Survey Authority had a method for predicting technological development. It was not perfect. Nothing involving intelligent life ever was. However, after studying hundreds of civilizations across thousands of years, the authority had developed remarkably accurate models. Civilizations followed patterns. First came basic astronomy, then orbital technology, then planetary exploration, then advanced propulsion, then eventually the discovery of faster-than-light travel. Every species followed a variation of the same path. Some were faster, some were slower, but the pattern remained. Until humanity. The analysis meeting aboard the Meridian began as usual. A holographic timeline floated above the table. Captain Terv studied the projection. Estimated development curve. Analyst Vera activated the model. Based on current progress, humanity should achieve permanent orbital infrastructure within 50 years. Selin nodded. Reasonable. Advanced propulsion research within 150 years. Korv leaned forward. And faster-than-light theory. Vera checked the calculation. 340 years. The engineer relaxed. Excellent. Everyone looked at him. You sound relieved, Selin observed. I am. Why? Korv pointed at the timeline. Because for once, humans appear to be behaving normally. That conclusion lasted exactly 9 days. The problem began with a human scientific conference. The crew of the Meridian observed hundreds of researchers discussing future propulsion systems. At first, everything seemed expected. Fusion propulsion, advanced plasma engines, solar sails, laser propulsion, nuclear pulse concepts, all reasonable, all theoretically possible. Then the humans did something unusual. They started discussing all of them at the same time. Korv stared at the display. They are researching multiple propulsion methods simultaneously. Selin smiled. That is efficient. No. Korv enlarged the image. They are not selecting the most promising approach. What are they doing? The engineer watched the human researchers argue. They are fighting over which impossible idea they like the most. Vera tilted her head. Is that common? Korv looked through historical records. No civilization we have observed has ever developed technology this way. A pause. Usually they choose one path. And humans. Korv sighed. They choose all paths. The crew continued monitoring. Days became weeks. The humans built experimental devices. Most failed. Some failed spectacularly. The observation chamber once again became the most popular location aboard the ship. Captain Terv eventually accepted this. He even stopped pretending he was not interested. One evening, the crew observed a human laboratory testing a prototype propulsion system. The machine was surrounded by sensors, cables, and containment equipment. Korv immediately became focused. The engineer leaned closer to the screen. No. Selin looked at him. No what? They are making a mistake. The others looked at the screen. The human researchers moved around the machine. One scientist reached toward a control panel. Korv suddenly stood. No, no, no. Vera looked confused. You cannot communicate with them. I know. Then why are you talking? Because they cannot hear me. The scientist on the screen reached for a control. Korv pointed. Not that valve. The scientist opened the valve. Korv closed his eyes. The other valve. A second passed. The laboratory alarms activated. The machine began shaking. The crew watched. Selen slowly turned toward Korv. "How did you know?" Korv remained silent. The machine released a cloud of vapor. The humans immediately moved away. The experiment stopped. Korv answered, "Because it was the obvious mistake." Vera looked puzzled. "That does not explain anything." "It explains everything." The next day, the human researchers analyzed the failure. The alien crew expected the project to be abandoned. It was the logical conclusion. A dangerous experiment had failed. Resources would be redirected. The program would end. Instead, something unexpected happened. The humans celebrated. The crew watched the broadcast. The scientists were excited. Not disappointed. Excited. Selen frowned. "Why are they happy?" Vera searched the translation data. The experiment produced unexpected measurements before failure. Korv looked at the data. Unexpected measurements. Yes. The alien engineer became serious. "Show me." The human scientists had detected a tiny distortion in the surrounding electromagnetic field. It lasted less than a second. It was barely measurable. The humans considered it an error. The aliens did not. On the meridian, the atmosphere changed. The crew stopped laughing. Korv analyzed the data repeatedly. Selen joined him. "Is it significant?" The engineer remained quiet. Finally, "Possibly." "Explain." Korv displayed the measurement. The energy output was insufficient to produce this effect. Could the instruments be wrong? Yes. Could the humans have misinterpreted the data? Yes. Then why are you concerned? Korv looked at the small distortion. Because every major scientific discovery begins with someone asking why the data is wrong. The crew gathered in the command center. Captain Terv reviewed the situation. "We have observed a primitive civilization experimenting with propulsion technology." Selen nodded. "Yes. They have not achieved anything significant." "Correct. They do not understand the phenomenon they detected." "No." The captain looked at the report. "Then why does this concern us?" Nobody answered immediately. Finally, Selen spoke. "Because they keep discovering things before they understand them." Silence. That was not supposed to happen. Civilizations usually understood a principle first. Then they built technology from that understanding. Humans appeared to occasionally do the opposite. They built things. They broke things. They studied the results. And sometimes, the universe accidentally revealed something. That evening, Captain Terv updated the mission classification. Previous classification. Routine observation. New classification. Priority scientific monitoring. Additional note. Human propulsion research remains technologically immature. A pause. Then another sentence was added. However, their ability to produce unexpected results requires further study. Far below, on Earth, the human scientists returned to their laboratory. They repaired the machine. They changed the design. They prepared another test. The alien crew watched silently. For the first time since arriving in the solar system, nobody was making jokes. Because they had finally understood something important. The humans were not dangerous because they knew more than everyone else. They were dangerous because they were willing to search where nobody else thought it was worth looking. And somewhere inside that strange combination of mathematics, curiosity, mistakes, and persistence, they might actually find something.